Hey everyone, welcome back to Lettuce Leaf. I just want to say at the start of this video, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Like, that's mental to me that 100 of you have clicked on this and gone, yeah, I'm about that. So thank you. Today we are going to be doing a build for the museum. Now, I have a rough idea of what I want to do with this, and I know where it's going. We're going to place it up by Camo Frog's swamp and continue building up that back corner. So the aim is to build like a conservation area of like researchers who are in the jungle in the rainforest and taking notes on the different species, the different plant life, the bugs, you know, that sort of thing. I think less Peter, more David Attenborough. Also stay tuned because I have a big announcement in this video. So let's get straight into the build. So as I did last time, what I've done is just thrown a bunch of items down that I might want to use for this build. What I forgot to do, which I've just got now, is get the museum moving kit in my pockets. So this is a huge building, it's 7 by 4, so you want to really make sure you have enough room for it wherever you decide to put it. I can find it quite a hard building to know what to do with. I also way prefer the old design, which is kind of annoying, but I will. What I do want to do first though is build up some cliffs here so that there's not like just the flat back of the island here. I prefer having it more built up. If you're wondering why I'm planting the weeds, it's just the easiest way I find visually to see how wide the cliff actually is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put it here, is that going to get rid of that tree? Yeah, it might even get rid of another one. Let's see how that looks. I don't like how open that makes the side of it. I might see how it looks one over. This is how a lot of my building goes. It's just me going to and from, like one space to the left, one space to the right, etc. until I find the place that I really want it. Do I prefer that? Yeah, because we can bring in that cliff around there a bit, put some more trees around it. We'll go with this. If I don't like it, I'll change it. Nothing's permanent. Yeah, because we don't lose all this foliage up here. I've built this out by 3 so that I can put more up there as well to keep it more hidden. And I'm going to build this cliff out. I love terraforming so much. I complain, but I do. It's so relaxing. My entire building style is just, can a tree go there? No. Then a cliff will. And if that can't, then can some water. So firstly I'm going to go up here, decorate up here. Most of this is going to be trees, rocks, flowers, bushes, to really build up that jungle canopy and to just encapsulate it all a little bit more. Even in these more hidden places, like behind the tree, where you're not really going to see these custom patterns on the floor, I like to throw them down beforehand, just so if there is anything peeking out, like I don't really like having things on top of just plain grass constantly, as I'm sure you've noticed with other builds that I've done. So just these like few twigs that stick out here just makes me so much happier. One thing that I have just remembered that you need to keep in mind when you're doing builds like this, when the building isn't actually there yet, is I'm building behind here like there's going to be anything that you can see. Like at the trees, they'll sort of go over the building, but this flamingo, not going to be able to see it. This rock, not going to be able to see it. So I'll skip through this bit. I'm just going to throw a load of trees down and then skip to the next day, see how the museum looks and what height we have to work with, and then I'm going to go and see what else I want to put around there. Okay, so you see what I mean? How we just can't see any of it apart from the trees, so I like that the trees make it more hidden. You can't tell it's at the back of the island unless you're like obviously following the map. So next, I think I want to just build up this right in front of the museum a little bit. Make sure that there's enough plant life around this too, so that it all fits in and it isn't just like a massive white building in the middle of nowhere. What you're looking at here is the reason I could never, ever, ever have villages that match a theme. Because I love a jungle theme, but I'd die before I let this man leave. My first video was going to be 2 hours of me just following him around. I still might do that at some point. You just sit there, you can watch the build. Ah, okay, I can do that. Right, what plants do I have on me? Okay, I've got Monstera. So what I'm going to do here is pretend that it doesn't bug me that I can't have this all the way up to the edge, and we're just going to move on and we're not going to mention it. When it comes to putting the path down on my island, one thing that I really enjoy doing is just doing it in patches, so I don't have one set path that will go all the way around my island like this. Like, do I have an example of it nearby? Yeah, so this is completely cut off, and this is just like one little patch of like trodden in mud. Okay, so this path might look a little bit strange at the moment, but I can always overlap things on these bits where the patterns are super similar, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough room between this bridge sort of opening that you could stumble through the trees to where the research area is going to be, and not just bridge, okay, it's here. Like, I like the idea of it being tucked away and hidden. So I'm going to go grab a bunch more trees because I have like 2 in my pockets. So I've built up some trees and stuff all around here, throwing down some plants and some lamps. I like how this looks when you look up, you can see all the trees. It doesn't look like it's just been thrown here, it looks like it fits. I'm going to pick out where I want the actual research bit to be and start building around there. So I have a bunch of things for that. I've got like the ironwood table, like the low one. I've got some bug models, I've got loads of wooden and rock things just to keep it all super natural. Super natural, not supernatural. That was a different island. So from what I'm throwing down, I hope this gives you more of a vibe of like a research lab in the jungle. As I build, I'm enclosing it a little bit more with these trees. Having all the items just next to me is so much easier as well. Like, I know I'm going through my pockets like 28 times a second, but it's a lot easier than when I'm like, okay, where's this, where's that? And running back and forth to my house. One thing that I'm really enjoying doing about this build, like the island in general, is just putting flamingos wherever to have them like interacting throughout the island. I just think they're so fun. I really like the flamingos. The big announcement is I will be going live on twitch.tv on Friday at 4 PM GMT playing some Tipsy Mario Kart with my friend Bubs. You can find me at the Lettuce Leaf on Twitch, and you can find her at twitch.tv/bubblyBooGames. I'll have our Twitches both linked in the description down below. That's 4 PM GMT. Doing some Tipsy Mario Kart. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be my first ever stream. But I'd love for as many of you as possible to join me there, if you can. And now back to the regularly scheduled programming. What you can see me doing quite a lot is messing with the different trees and the different heights of the trees, because I want this to be hidden away, but I don't want it to be like not seeable, so I have these smaller trees here, but this one just helps hide little bits until you get into it, which I prefer. So like at the moment it does just look like I have a circle of trees and stuff, but it'll wind round a little bit. I'll build other things up around it. Like this area to the left is obviously not very built up at the moment, whereas the right, we already had that from the swamp. So bear with. I really like how earthy these item colours are, like the dark reds and the greens and the browns. I think it all just works really well together. I'm really liking how this is starting to come out, which makes a change. This little path that I'm throwing down now, I'm not sure if I want to connect it up to this one yet, or if I literally just want to keep it as this small blob of mud that has been tracked through quite a few times. Like, I just really enjoy nonsensical paths that don't really have any rhyme or reason to them. I don't know, I find them fun. Yeah, I just really find them fun. I think that's rather me to have it a bit more messed up and a bit more all over the place. this point, I am very happy with how this is coming out. I really like how hidden away and tucked in it all is. You can follow around here. I'm sure I'll think of something to put here. One thing that I do just want to add in is I'm going to stick a small little pond just here, because I feel that's going to really help bring this museum part together. I know I've labelled this a museum build and it's kind of just outside it, but that's exactly where I wanted to have this research facility. I didn't want to have it just randomly placed somewhere when I feel like that really fits in with the museum and the etymology of everything. So I'm just going to quickly throw that little pond together. And so that is our museum / research facility build. I hope you liked this one. I had a lot of fun making this one actually. I really like how it flows straight to Camo Frog Swamp as well. So I really feel like I'm building up my map properly rather than just throwing things wherever. Then just to the side here we have Camo Frog, all of this that I built in the other video. What I also have done is Melba and Olivia's houses have moved, so I'm going to decorate this bit of the beach soon. Is that something you guys want a video on? Or, like, I'm happy to do that in my free time because I know I've done a video on beaches before. So I don't mind either way, I'm happy to do this on a video, I'm happy to build this in my own time. Let me know what you think of that idea. And I know this bit kind of cuts off a bit abruptly, but I didn't want to build out and out and out when I don't know what's going to go here next. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you again for 100 subs, that's mental. Please do like the video if you liked it, comment down below what you've done with your museum, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya!